Welcome back. In this week's lab, we're going to take the cell phone stand we designed with the amplifier in it, and we're going to get it ready to print on the Uprint. So I've started GrabCAD, I've selected the Uprint SE template, and now I want to add my model. So I'm going to come up to New Project, Add Model, and I'm going to select the stand I want. So I'm going to select my speaker stand 2 and open, and it'll get placed into the tray. With its default position, we can see it's too big. That's okay. We'll reorient it. The other thing we need to be aware of is over here, I have some warnings. So I'll hover over this and it says it's outside the build volume. That's an easy one to fix. And this one tells me there's errors in my model. That's hard to believe, but I guess I'll accept it. It's just telling me it has some models in the error and I need to fix it. That's fine. I don't know what caused them and it doesn't matter. Someone else might have sent me this and it has errors. It might have been done in other software. To fix it, it's actually quite simple. I'm going to come over here. It tells me there's one error detected. I'm going to click on this and I could get the details, but I'm not really interested. I just want it repaired. So I'm going to tell it to repair all models. When it's done, everything will go green here. It'll tell me it's successfully repaired it. So I'm going to go back to the model. So now I want to position this so I can print it. And I want to think about it for a minute. I'm just going to rotate it around and I want to ask myself, well, I want to think about how FDM prints. It prints back and forth, layer by layer. And what happens to the hole? Remember how holes, whether they're vertical or horizontal, we looked at that the other week, has an effect on the print. So I have to ask myself, are any of these holes critical? And the reality is none of this is critical. As long as it doesn't fall apart, it can sit on my desk and hold my phone and hopefully amplify. So now I really want to focus on orienting this for the quickest build, the nicest surface texture, which is never great from FDM, but I can always sand it, and what uses the least amount of support material. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to rotate it so it's the long ways is here. I'm going to right click and I'm going to rotate this around. As you may or may not recall, to rotate the part, I'm going to select the orient option and I'm going to have it rotate. So first I need to select my model and now I want to rotate about an axis. So if I rotate about Z 90 degrees, we get this. And now my happy stand is positioned so it fits on the tray. But I'm not sure that's going to be the quickest build or the best for support. So today we're going to focus on having a look at all of these issues. We'll just close this. And in this current orientation, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tell it to slice it. This will take a few minutes. So now that it's done slicing, I'm going to tell it to show me everything. So I'll see all layers and I can see there is a significant amount of support material in this orientation. So if I view my estimates, it's going to take 6 hours and 7 minutes. Use roughly 1 cubic inch of material and almost 3 cubic inches of support. I'll close this window and I'm going to reorient it. I'm going to orient it one more time, and again I'm going to let it auto orient the part because that was the best solution for this one. With the part oriented, then the best orientation for this setup, I'm just going to close the orientation window. And next I should consider my infill. I'm going to go up to the model settings. And for the body, this body here, it has the default infill style. This is very thin. Changing it to sparse, I doubt will have much of an effect, but let's see. So I'm going to change it to sparse. I'll just close that and I'll run the estimate again. Since this doesn't have to be very structurally sound, the sparse would be my most economical option. So by selecting the sparse setting, I've saved myself a few minutes. I'm down from 5 hours and 25 minutes to 5 hours and 19 minutes. I have the exact same amount of model material and slightly less support. So I'll close that. And now I can send this to the printer.